Hello friends, hope you are doing well. Welcome to this YouTube channel where we discuss Hindu newspaper from exams point of view. The aim is solely to help you guys to maximize your output while minimizing your effort. The first news is NEET leak students, families traumatized, says the Supreme Court. Basically, it is a recurring issue. Court has observed that hardship not only emotionally damaged the student but also their families as well. Union Ministry has assured Supreme Court that Prime Minister is personally involved in the monitoring of the situation, uh, showing the seriousness of the issue. The court has zeroed down on ad hocism approach of the NTA agency taken and the institutional memory framework. Court has also uh, given the example of UPSC, which have a institutional memory, while NTA, a relatively new agency, lacks institutional memory. Court also highlighted the fact that it is not the individuals who should have the memory, but the institution must retain their memories. See, the issue is when a capable officer leaves the organization, he leaves with his expertise and knowledge, but the institution itself should become over a period of time stronger enough to sustain a knowledge and the expertise, so we are not dependent on a single officer, rather than institution itself is capable of performing the task. Second article is about IMD has lowered the monsoon outlook. Earlier it has predicted 92% of the long period average, but now it has lowered to 90%. This has occurred due to El Nino conditions prevailing in the Pacific Ocean. Third news article is about 8 lion cubs have died due to babesia infection. It is a viral infection. It is a parasitic infection due to which it flows through viral vectors. You have to understand which are the vectors. It is spread through ticks, and it is due to high transmission rate in the open forest. Other lions are also susceptible. Further, something positive came from Telangana. Number of trans persons were recruited earlier as foot soldier in Hyderabad Disaster and Response Protection Agency. Hydra Chief A.V. Rangnath has also praised their dedication to the service, where he said that they are always ready, whatever are the condition. So this shows how we can build inclusive society. If we want to grow into a developing nation, we will need to contribution of 1.4 crore individuals. Also, the team has been given a name, Eagle Team. Telangana has also recruited transgender into traffic duties. Supreme Court has set 3-month deadline for High Court to pronounce judgments after reserving the order. Earlier, there were no guidelines, no such strict rules to follow, but there was a convention that after the judiciary has reserved the order, there should be a reasonable time, which may go from 2 to 6 months. But practically, both High Court and Supreme Court judges have taken more than a year for pronouncing their judgments. This causes trials remain in limbo. So this is a positive development. Often we tend to ignore the positive development and only concentrate on negative developments. But this judgment, uh, Supreme Court has reserved that now going forwards, it is mandatory for High Court to give order within 3 months, and in the case of bail orders, the pronouncement must have to be given next day only, and the communication to the jail authorities should be sent immediately after. In the case of habeas corpus, the judgment must be pronounced in the court itself, which may lead to acquittal or related matters related to demolition as well. Such order must be uploaded within 7 weeks. Within a week, Home Minister has said that there is going to be a major shift in security architecture of the country. Uh, he had talked about a quadrangular security grid which will involve public, civil servants, local police, and as well as military, which will be working alongside BSF. He also said there would be a shift from the concept of border security to territorial security. Basically, the difference is in border security, there is a narrow strip where security forces are deployed. But as we know, the security situation has changed a lot due to the technology. Now, drones can be used for surveillance as well as dropping material across the border, maybe 20-30 kilometers inside the territory. So the need is to widen the security belt. Therefore, the concept territorial security. And he also informed that security smart border security project that is underway is going to strengthen the grid in a meaningful way. This includes use of drones, watchtowers, and state of the art security person. He also mentioned that incomplete fencing along the West Bengal boundary. This fencing is complete. The government will be succeeding in curbing the infiltration. NFHS 6 report has been released, which says 90% of the babies are born in hospital. Earlier, NFHS 5 told it is 88%. So there has been an increase constantly in institutional deliveries. That is a good thing. Further, there has been a sharp rise in cesarean section, which is in India has been increased from 21% to 27.2%. While in the urban areas, cesarean section stood at 40%. While the World Health Organization optimal threshold is 10 to 15%. This shows a systematic in the cesarean section, which may be due to several causes, environmental issues, or sedentary lifestyle, or maybe hospitals playing a role in promoting cesarean sections. Further, it has also been observed that stunting among the children have been reduced to 29.3%, like below 30%. Stunting means height is not appropriate to the age, lower than the age, and severe stunt wastage has also been reduced from 7.7 to 5%. Wasting means weight is not appropriate to the height. Similarly, underweight children of the age group have been slipped to 31.8%. Total fertility rate of India has been reduced to 2.0, which is below the replacement rate of 2.1. You can memorize some of this data, which may be helpful in mains answer writing. Further, there is an article, Shangri-La Dialogue in Singapore. Defense Secretary of India has held several meetings with the counterparts. The important thing to notice is he held a dialogue with commander of US Indo-Pacific, US Indo-PACOM. Write in the comment where is the headquarter of US Indo-PACOM. Basically, US has divided regions of the world into different sections. Like for Middle East, it is US CENTCOM. Like Indo-Pacific, it is US Indo-PACOM. These different commands take care of the US defense engagement in different regions of the world. Pakistan has been classified, or rather given responsibility to US CENTCOM, while India lies with the US Indo-Pacific PACOM. Another good news from the Supreme Court is that Supreme Court has issued guidelines for protecting survivors of the human trafficking. To protect young women from the trafficking for this commercial sexual exploitation, Supreme Court has been given comprehensive guidelines for government and competent authority to follow. Supreme Court has accepted that during the petition that there were lack of laws and protective mechanism for young girls trafficked into prostitution. So here Supreme Court has used its power to fill a vacuum. It can be a good example of uh, Supreme Court's judicial activism. Recently, RBI has its annual report in which it has confirmed that despite war, Indian economy is resilient. And further in the same report, RBI data has raised concern about dollar flowing out. Recently, you must have heard that Prime Minister has appealed to the common citizens for reducing the expenditure on gold as well as foreign travel and fuel wherever they can. RBI report validate the concerns of the foreign reserves flowing out. The BOP deficit has by 6 times in the last 1 year. Till the financial year 2024, we were in positive BOP, primarily due to the FPI flowing in. But now, since the FPI has been going out, capital account is not able to dwarf the CAD anymore. You can read about CAD, what is capital account, what is current account. EU has a mission in Red Sea dubbed as Epicides, in which 3 vessels have been deployed to counter Houthi rebels. A Russian drone, which was targeted for Ukraine, has crashed in Romania. So you can please look at the Romania geography. Please look at its currency. It is not in the Eurozone, while it is a NATO member and EU member as well. Further, apparently, China has taken lessons from the Iran-US war. It has started building nuclear sites inside the desert, and also bunkering sites and communication nodes. It will make tracking of these sites very difficult for the intelligence agencies of USA. It is also to be noted that China's nuclear missile can already reach all the cities in USA. It is an effort to secure second strike capability so as to ensure complete nuclear deterrence. This is it for this video. Thank you for attending this session. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and we always appreciate your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.